the office of the Vice President can make a mockery of the constitutional mandate of Congress to investigate and to put up an impeachment court. Dapat, humarap siya. Siya ang mag-explain. Huwag niyang sasabihin yan sa mga staff niya. Siya mismo, nakakaawa po yung mga staff niya nag-explain eh. Siya na mismo mag-explain. Ikaw na mismo pumunta dito. Mag-explain ka. Hindi ka pwedeng magtago kung saan-saan. My goodness. Humarap ka nga doon sa perjury charge kay Ramil Madriaga eh. Humarap ka din doon sa charge ng kapatid mo eh. Tapos hindi ka haharap sa impeachment court. My goodness naman, Vice President. Humarap ka na. Maawa ka sa mga staff mo.
Enzo Recto, kalaban ang katiwalian at kasinungalingan, kakampi sa katotohanan at kabutihan.
Kong Benny.
Magandang hapon po. Nakakagulat, nakakapagtaka na pwede palang mag-withdraw ng 125 million. Isang withdrawal sa land bank. Ano po? Kahit sinong public official, hindi pwede mag-withdraw ng ganyang kalaki. Pero alam nyo, ang nakakabahala dito ay tulad po ng baha na nangyayari ngayon. Binaha ng pera ang confidential fund. At katulad po ng baha ngayon, hindi alam kung saan nanggaling, hindi alam kung saan napunta. Ang gustong malaman ng taong bayan natin ito, kanino po napunta ang 125 million na yan kung si Colonel La Chica ay hindi recipient na inamin din naman ni Gina Acosta, siya lamang ay ang taga-distribute. So what we'd like to find out sa ating taong bayan, kung kanino po ibinigay ang 125 million pesos. Doon dapat ilabas ng kampo ng Vice Presidente.
All right, we're now ready to receive your Sergeant.
Sorry, just to wrap up the entire proceedings today, I think very important po na ilatag po natin yung punto ngayong araw nito. Hindi po ito COA witness, hindi po ito NBI witness, hindi po ito PSA witness. Ito po ay hostile witness, tao po mismo, Special Disbursement Officer ng pangalawang Pangulo po mismo. At ano po yung sinabi, mula po doon sa utos ng pangalawang Pangulo, ibinigay po ni Ms. Gina Acosta ang 125 million kay Mr. La Chica. Malinaw na malinaw po yun. Kung ang lagi po nating tanong saan napunta ang perang 125 million, binigay po ang sagot ngayong pong araw na ito, binigay kay Mr. La Chica, at hanggang sa araw po na ito, tinatanong po natin, sino ho talaga yung tumanggap ng lahat po ng perang ito. At mahalaga din pong banggitin na si Mr. La Chica, katulad ng binabanggit, ay hindi po organic na tao ng Office of the Vice President, and therefore, wala po siyang kapangyarihan o karapatan na mag-disburse ng pong confidential funds. Ang dapat pong nagdi-disburse ng confidential funds ay mga accountable officers lamang, particular, yung pong Special Disbursement Officer, yan po yung naging batayan. Bakit nagkaroon po ng Notice of Disallowance for 2023? Nakasama na ho mismo si Mr. La Chica sa bagay po na ito. No? So, yun po yung inabot ngayong araw na ito, binubukas na ho namin yung hapag para sa mga tanong.
Thank you, Congressman Terry. Joseph, you're...
Can I address my question to Attorney Jay, please? And I'd like to focus on the issue of transfer of authority. Kanina, towards the end of the trial, there was a question whether si Colonel La Chica has become a disbursing officer or was he just a recipient? The prosecution's position, please.
Okay. To be careful with respect to what was the answer given by the witness. Well, I think she didn't answer it directly. But what is clear is that under the joint circular, there's only one SDO, and that is Acosta, and she never disputed that fact. She readily admitted it. No? And she also admitted that in the same joint circular, she is prevented from transferring custody over it to another accountable officer. No? And in relation to that, babalikan natin, anong reason behind it? Anong importansya niyan? Ang nagpaliwanag niyan, si Ms. Sailin Del Campo. Dahil sinabi nga niya, hindi pwedeng kahit sino lang no, ay will act as special disbursement officer. Dapat yan, through an authorization issued by the head of agency. No? At ang authorization, it was given in favor of Acosta. Pangalawa, ang SDO ay isang bonded officer. So, meron security ang gobyerno kung merong mangyari doon sa pera. Kaya, mahalaga, manatili na nasa kanya yung pag-control at pag-disperse ng pera. Again, these are the explanations given Ms. Eileen Del Campo.
Last na lang, sir. Last hearing, no, si SP, he asked si Sailin, why is it important to maintain the chain of accountability? I think you mentioned in part na there's a risk, sabi nila Sailin last time. No? There's a risk na, okay, kung sa akin yan, I will know where the money will go. No? But when it's transferred to another person, mawawala yan. No? Can you elaborate on that point, please?
Yeah, that's correct. Kasi nga, ang explanation ni Sailin, dapat walang intermediary between the SDO and the final recipient. No? Ang explanation ni Sailin, what is required under the joint circular is if you're the SDO, ikaw mag-disburse niyan. No? Kaya nga ikaw ay special disbursement officer. So ikaw ang magbibigay niyan sa final recipients. Hindi pwedeng dadaan yan sa intermediary. No? So, kanina, mukhang ang naging tanong ng presiding officer sa kanya, nung binigay mo ba sa kanya yan, siya ba ay recipient, meaning the final recipient, or, I want to be careful with my words, but I don't think he used intermediary. I think he said, parang, release o tigapagbigay. No, again, I want to be accurate. I'm not sure about the words. But ang sinabi nga niya, hindi niya binigay as final recipient. So siguro siya yung tiga-disburse. Again, no, let's just check the actual words. But you're right, if you correlate it with the statement of Ms. Eileen, ang sinasabi ni Ms. Eileen dyan, no, dapat diretsong binibigay dun sa final recipients.
Siguro very important to make the distinction on the two possibilities no, na binabanggit as a recipient and as an authorized disbursement officer. No? Una, hindi ka pwede maging authorized disbursement officer kasi nga, very clear po yung rules. No, na wala naman hong delegation of authority para sa ganito pong bagay. Ibig sabihin, talaga ang final determination po niyan, yung pong SDO na nakasulat po doon sa rules po ng COA. So it cannot be given to anyone else. More importantly, because Mr. La Chica is not an OVP organic personnel. Yung VPSG po, ay it is an AFP organic entity. Eh. It is not an OVP organic entity. No? So, yun po yung una. Pero yung as a beneficiary, if that will be the argument, then the next question would be, did he actually liquidate as himself? Yung pong 125 million. But as far as we know, it is Mary Grace Piatos' name who signed those particular acknowledgement receipts. No? So, on both counts, tingin ko, hindi ho lilipad yung pong ganun pong paliwanag.
My statement would be this, no? Was it proper for the Vice President to say that? Was it appropriate for the Vice President to order the Special Disbursement Officer to give the money to a Colonel La Chica who is not an organic member of the OVP? Was it appropriate for the Vice President to do that? Was it proper for the Vice President to do it? Because siya ang impeachment officer, impeachable officer. Was it proper for her to do that? Ngayon, tanong ng taong bayan yan, proper ba ang ginawa niya? Appropriate ba ang ginawa niya? Aba, kung hindi, well, wala tayong magagawa dyan kundi the prosecution team has actually revealed and exposed that. Ayun, papasalamat ako. I was the vice chair of the Committee on Good Government, when we investigated the vice president on that. And napaganda ng mga katanungan ni Congresswoman Chinky Luistro on that. Ang papasalamat ako na nagkaroon muna ng investigation ng Committee on Good Government para ito ay may lahid ng gusto sa impeachment court. Okay. Yun po ang gusto kong sabihin.
Salamat po. Haji, your turn.
Magandang hapon po. Haji Kaminyo ng Brigada News FM. First, do you expect the defense to navigate on the angle na gumamit po ng artificial intelligence or kumbaga kung saan man po na technology, yun pong inyong pag-simulate nung confidential funds na winidraw po o in-encash doon sa land bank?
Well, it's clear that there was no intention from the prosecution to pretend that those were the actual funds. No? Maliwanag naman, hindi naman yan ang sinasabi na yan mismo. It was just a visual representation as to how they were produced, if you used AI or what. It's immaterial. No? Kasi nga, tinatanong nga mismo sa witness, katulad ba nito yung nakita mo na pera? Katulad ba nito yung ginamit mo na mga bags, no? Kung saan mo linagay yung pera mo? At sinabi naman niya kanina, mayroong mga pagkakatulad, no? And pati din dun sa mga cash, no? Yung mga bundles of cash, sinabi naman niya more or less halos pareho yung linapag sa kanya. No? Just to show gaano talaga kadami yung bulto-bultong perang pinag-uusapan natin dito na tinanggap ng Office Vice President, no? Sa pamamagitan nito ni Ms. Acosta.
Okay.
Well, ako, personally speaking, I expect the defense to do everything they can to exonerate the Vice President. Pero palagay ko, hindi AI yung pagkaano namin dito, no? Ang bigat. Ako, nabigitan ako, Di ba? I mean, pinapakita lang natin kung gaano katindi ang 125 million na dapat malaman ng taong bayan. Pinapakita po natin dito, how can the office of the Vice President withdraw 125 million? Saan kinuha ang authority ng bangko to withdraw such a big amount? Ngayon lang po ako nakakita ng ganong klaseng amount. Kung yan, hindi nilagay sa bags yan. Aba, kinakailangan ng hauler para ilagay sa isang sasakyan na malaki ang perang yan. Now, the question again is, okay, sinabi na po ni Congressman Diron na hindi organic itong si Canela Chica sa OVP. Sinabi na natin na si Miss Acosta ang talagang special disbursement officer. Bakit hindi siya? What we would like to see kung kanino ibinigay yan. Sa akin, I maintain my position na yung pinagbigyan yan, ghost. Ngayon, kung hindi ghost yan, ay ipakita. Nasaan si Piatos? Nasaan si Andy Lim? Kung hindi ghost yung mga taong yan, kung hindi mga multo yan, ilabas nila rito para malaman natin. I think it would be the Vice President should come because she continues to make a mockery of Congress. Mandato namin to Mandato ng Senado ito. Mandato ng Congress ito. Ibig sabihin, the office of the Vice President can make a mockery of the constitutional mandate of Congress to investigate and to put up an impeachment court. Dapat, humarap siya. Siya ang mag-explain. Huwag niyang sasabihin yan sa mga staff niya. Siya mismo, nakakaawa po yung mga staff niya nag-explain Siya na mismo mag-explain. Tinatawagan ko ngayon, si Vice President, maawa ka naman sa mga staff mo. Ikaw na mismo pumunta rito, mag-explain ka. Hindi ka pwedeng magtago kung saan-saan. My goodness, humarap ka nga doon sa perjury charge kay Ramil Madriaga Humarap ka din doon sa charge ng kapatid mo eh. Tapos hindi ka harap sa impeachment court. My goodness naman, Vice President, humarap ka na. Maawa ka sa mga staff mo at ipaliwanag mo sa taong bayan kung bakit hindi ka kinakailangang ma-impeach. Yan ang panawagan ko.
Bunyog, bunyog, halikan na kasama ka. Bunyog, kapag buklod ay may pag-asa. Luzon, Visayas, Mindanao, isa ang pananaw. Sa bagong Pilipinas ang bunyog isisigaw. Bunyog, bunyog.